introduce you to one of our startup corners tonight. And there's a company, Arc Software, and we've got a gentleman by the name of Justin Reilly, who's going to come up and talk a little bit about this new application from a company called SellerPad.
I'm Justin Reilly. I head up product, innovation, and digital strategy at Arc Systems. I'm going to talk a little bit about SellerPad tonight. SellerPad is a web and mobile application for distributed sales forces. And the app really started as we started building a lot of one-offs for a lot of our clients. So we do CRM work, enterprise CMS work. So we started building off a lot of one-offs for iPad applications that connected to CRM. And after a while, we started to say, why do we keep building this? We should productize it. So we built a framework which was SellerPad, and with each one of our iterations, we started adding features. The main focus for SellerPad was two things. One, streamlining content across sellers for large sales forces, and two, adoption of CRM. So what we saw was a lot of companies were coming to us and saying, we rolled out CRM for either a large sales force that's never used it before, or a more comprehensive version of CRM, and our sellers aren't using it for a number of reasons. They were coming back and saying either, one, it's too cumbersome, I don't want to follow up, it's taking too much time, etc. So what we saw at SellerPad that was interesting was we built in an add to kit feature. So you're going through showing all the content, think about mobile CMS, showing all of your content. The person you're talking to says, I like products 1, 3, and 5. Okay. You can add marketing collateral to a kit and then blast an email out to them, right? So what we saw was that one feature, take CRM and everything out of it, was huge for a lot of our clients in that they were able to follow up right there on the spot, especially for industries like pharmaceutical, medical device, because there's limited time in front of doctors, etc. So some of the other features that we have in here are mapping and routing. So that's been big for industries like hospice where their clients move around a lot. So pulling in all of your CRM data, saying, okay, we rank our clients on a scale from A, B, or C, and then mapping that geographically for a given day and being able to say, okay, I'm going to see all my A clients during this time, right? We added in a Around Me feature, so I go in to see a doctor and they can't see me. My next appointment is not for 2 hours from now, so I want to hit Around Me, and I want you to pull my next A client that I'm not seeing today that's closest to where I am, right? Then that was big, efficiency growth for the sellers. Where we saw the management excited about the app was focus on, like I said earlier, focus on streamlining content and consistency messaging across sellers, but also a real big focus on analytics. So starting to say that I can A/B test seller A and B. So it tracks all session data. So if I say, okay, seller A is selling really well, is that because he's a better seller than seller B? Or is that because he's in pharmaceuticals and doctors don't want to see him, so he's walking in and going, all right, now I'm going to show you this 30-second video, and I'm out of your hair, on my way to the car, I'm going to blast you with a follow-up. And seller B is in there trying to run through all these charts, and they're just getting fed up, right? So the ability to start to really understand how your seller's selling, because seller A is not going to tell his VP of sales that he's just going in and showing a video and walking out. He's like, no, man, I'm spending all the time with him, So those were the big things that we saw out of there. And then the last piece was data collection within CRM and streamlining folks actually using CRM. And so we added a lot of features around quoting. You can go ahead and build a quote, blast the CRM, pushes out to an email to the client, and then creates an event that, hey, I quoted this person, and you should follow up with them in a week. The other piece was instead of really focusing on minimum viable data that you need, so instead of focusing on there's 19 fields I want them to fill out, and they're just going to put everything in notes in CRM anyway, how do we say that these are 3 to 5 fields we absolutely need to run reports, and we can get that data no matter what. So this is a couple quotes from our clients. I think the real big the quote that I can't name where it's from because we're still in talks with them, but a large pharmaceutical company right now said that SellerPad would save them $100,000 a week just on follow-ups. So their reps are seeing somebody from Monday to Thursday, and on Friday they're spending 8 hours following up. And just being able to follow up and creating that workflow in CRM right from their iPad would save them that much money just in follow-ups on Friday, and they could, go see more clients or go to the beach or whatever they think they would want to do with that time. So that's SolarPad.